And we'd like to welcome everyone into Unionville, Tennessee, where tonight's district championship game number 1 will feature the visiting Summertown Lady Eagles against your Community Vikings. A familiar foe, and tonight we have a familiar face with us. Mr. Sean DeJohn Felice is here with me, and he is from the Bedford County Post and has some expertise. He has seen these two teams quite a bit this year, and he will add some key points, and hopefully we've got everything fixed from the other night and everyone will be able to tune in and listen well.
Should be another good game. Beautiful day for softball for sure.
So just a little recap. Summertown coming into this one, they only need the victory in game 1 to clinch the district championship. Meanwhile, Community would need to win game 1 and then also win the nightcap. So familiar foe, familiar faces, as Summertown will start off with the right fielder, number 15, the sophomore, May Ricks. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Tonight, getting the call on the mound, number 21, Riley Lassiter.
She's a sophomore, and she has pitched some this year, a lot of weekend tournaments and stuff, does a nice job.
And off-speed second pitch, hit to center field, and an easy grab made there by Alana Tate. So she's in the outfield again tonight.
Number 21, Olivia Woods.
So the first baseman, Olivia Woods, the senior, number 21, batting in that second spot. As Lassiter is set, and here's the pitch. And that one, the rise ball goes high, misses. Count goes 1-0.
I mean, Summertown's going to get a different look here. Riley's throws differently, and that may be something that can get them off balance early.
And that one low. So Woods finds herself ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the first. We are just underway here in Unionville. Woods in the box, and here's the pitch. And that one low as well. 3 balls, no strikes.
I need to try to keep these first couple of kids off because you don't want Taylor coming up in the 4 spot with runners on. Well, you don't want runners on in general, but.
As that one goes wide, and that will put Woods aboard with the walk, and you make a good point. You do not want to put folks on base in front of Taylor, as she was able to hit 2 home runs the other night when these two teams played each other. So Garland will step in, the sophomore third baseman, as Lassiter's set, and here's the pitch. And that one's in there for a strike.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but they did call an illegal pitch on ball 4. She must have been off of the rubber when she made the release.
I did not catch that. Thank you, sir.
That's something to keep an eye on here as we go through.
And that one swung on, fouled off, so a good job here of Riley getting ahead in the count. So no balls, 2 strikes facing Garland. So a runner at first, and the pitch. And that one goes for a ball.
Not a bad pitch there, 0-2.
I agree, seeing if maybe she would go for something outside there. So the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Lassiter's got the sign, and here's the pitch. And that one is right down the gut and missed somehow, as it is 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good pitch.
That was an excellent pitch, and Lassiter just did not get the call.
Too close to be taken with 2 strikes.
I do agree. So the 2-2, and that one just got away from her, and it gets down in the dirt there, and that'll bring us to a full count.
You just got to come with your best here. Have her make contact.
Yeah, force her to put this thing in play. Again, a runner aboard at first. Garland in the box. The payoff pitch swung on center field. And a diving grab made as Tate comes up, takes care of that one.
Nice play right there.
So Tate with the grab, 2 pop outs now
Now batting number 4.
that have been recorded as outs in center field. And that will bring up the big bat that hurt us the other night. That in the form of the senior catcher, number 4, Greenlee Taylor. So a runner aboard, and the pitch swung on, and it's like deja vu all over again as Tate makes the catch. So 3 pop-ups out to center field, all of them snagged by Tate, and it retires the side. And we've played half an inning. We go to the bottom of the first. You're listening to Vi Queen Softball on the Ball Network.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked all the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
So welcome back in, bottom of the first. And we'll see if we can get off to a hot start. It took us a little while to get going last night, and hopefully that is not the case this evening.
You know, to be quite honest with you, I think we're going to play loose tonight because, I mean, this game's important. It's for a district championship. You've got to win 2. But a loss does not end your season. So they ought to be able to play a little bit more loose. And because I think that's what happened early the other night. They just got a little tight, got down, and every inning that goes on, you get a little bit more tight.
Indeed. So as usual, Haskins will start us off, and she lines out to the shortstop. So quickly 1 down here. And that will bring up the third baseman, Cameron Farrell. So meanwhile, getting the start tonight for Summertown is Mary Parson. We saw her a couple nights ago, and that one hit the left field, and that one's going to drop in there.
There we go!
So Farrell aboard with a long single. And that will bring up Maddie Maxey, who has not batted in a couple of days here. 4 intentional walks last night. And let's see what Summertown decides to do here.
The left fielder for Summertown had a pretty good beat on the ball there, and she came in and backed off of it.
As that one actually hits Maxey, so she takes first and goes about with it a different route, but same thing as last night.
Now batting, number 4.
So Maxey is on at first, and we have Farrell standing at second. And to allude back to what you said, the left fielder, I thought that should have been caught. I'm not sure why she stopped. You can't blame the sun because it would have been to her back, so I'm not sure what happened out there in left field.
I guess you kind of, you would be better off to let it fall in front of you than to overplay it and let it get past you,
And that is true, as we will have a runner for Maddie Maxey, and that will be number 99, Hayden Moore. She played a tremendous role in last night's game. So hopefully she can be a factor tonight on the base paths. So we are in the bottom of the first, 1 out. Farrell's aboard at second, Maxey at first, the pitch. And that one misses the mark to the shortstop, number 4, Gracie Daniel, batting in the cleanup spot tonight.
I like all these kids, but Daniels, buddy, she plays at a different level defensively. She's wonderful. She's a clutch hitter. I've enjoyed watching her play this year.
And she could do some damage right here. 2 runners on, and that was smacked right back up. Could be a double play ball. 1 at second, not in time at first. So a good scoop there defensively by Summertown, that being in the form of the shortstop, Brendalyn Stevens. So she made a snag, simply stepped on second. So Gracie Daniel hits into the fielder's choice, but Farrell finds herself over at third. So let's see what Webb can do with runners at the corners. She was clutch last night.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against her.
So Parson is set, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Webb.
She definitely had intentions of hitting one in the gap. Nice cut.
So Webb back in the box. Again, runners at the corners. Parson set, and here's the delivery. Swung on, and that one goes foul. So Webb behind in the count, 0-2. If she can get aboard, Kaylani Allen, the right fielder, would be on deck. But first things first, as Parson is motioning to the dugout, trying to get the sign, looks down at the wristband. And now she's got it and set. Here's the pitch. And that one misses the mark. Runner going down to second. And that's going to backfire on him because it goes into the outfield. And Farrell will score from third. And Community leads it 1-0. So Viqueens strike first here in the bottom of the first. And meanwhile, runner at second.
I like it.
I like the fast start. Swung on right field. That is deep and caught right before it got to the wall.
We got on the board first, though. That's always important.
So Community does strike, and we have played one here in Unionville. We've got the lead 1-0. You're listening to Viqueens Softball on the Ball Network.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked all the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
So welcome back in as we go to the top of the second. As there's a little confusion to begin the game if Summertown was going to be the visiting team or the home squad. But they indeed are the visitors for game one.
It would appear they're going to be, if we play another game, they would be visitors again, with Community being the home or higher seed for the one seed for the tournament. So
they've got it.
Yes, the
regardless.
bylaws, it appears to be that way.
Good deal. So we'll start off the top of the second with Reagan Stevens, the second baseman. Just a sophomore, they played quite a few underclassmen. The pitch from Lassner, and that one is popped up. And let's see who's going to take it. I thought maybe Tate would, but she does not. And luckily they didn't run into each other.
Yeah, we've got to have a better communication out there. Somebody could get hurt.
But
importantly,
Allen does come up with the catch there.
That's what matters in the long run. But
didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
So that will bring up Kerrigan Bradburn. And her name is famous in Summertown because she was the hero a couple nights ago. She was the one able to get that 3-run homer that gave Summertown the 9-7 victory. So she comes up here in the second with nobody aboard, and the second pitch there is going to get away and makes it 2 balls, no strikes.
I think the conditions are a little bit different tonight than they were the other night. Everything, the wind's blowing, but it's more in than it was the other night. It was straight out to right field, right center. Not to say the ball can't be put out of the park, but it won't be near as easy.
Indeed. And with the field not being as wet, the conditions, the other night the ball would just sort of die as soon as it hit the dirt. So not dealing with that tonight as well. So the count goes 3 balls, 1 strike. Vi Queens lead at 1-0 as we're here in the top of the second. Bradburn's in the box, and the pitch, and that one gets away, so Bradburn is aboard with the walk. So 1 down, and that will bring up Keegan Hutchins, number 23. So let's see what the lefty can do here with a runner aboard. Perfect time for the old double play ball. Kerrigan the pitch, or excuse me, Lassiter the pitch, and that one misses.
Roddy's throwing a lot of change up, mixing up her speeds, trying to keep them off balance, which is not a bad thing.
Definitely a different look as that one gets away from her, goes outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
All right, you got it.
First inning resulted in 3 pop-outs. Let's see if she can put something across the plate here and continue that streak going. The pitch swung on, and indeed it is popped up the left. Easy catch made there. So Haskins comes in for that one.
Now batting number 24, Brindlin Stevens.
So 2 down here in the second. And Brindlin Stevens, who had a brilliant defensive play last inning, steps up to the box for the first time tonight. Swung on right field. Allen's got a beat on it, and that line drive is caught.
Wait a minute. They have called an illegal pitch, or she's going to get to swing it again.
So let's see if Coach Cam will go out and have a talk, or maybe he'll discuss something with the umpires. I don't know. He's just going to have a talk with Lassiter. So that was a fly out to right field that will not count. She'll come back, and she'll get another stab at it.
My guess is what's happened is a couple of these coaches from Summertown have made them aware of something that Riley is doing and probably not in contact with the rubber when she releases. Kind of nitpicky.
So let's see if she can make the adjustment as the count is 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch swung on, popped it up. It'll stay in play. It is going to go foul, but it is taken by Cameron Farrell. That was an excellent job communicating with Maddie Maxey so they would not clash. And she makes the catch, and it retires the side. So we go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Vi Queens. You're listening to Community Softball on the Ball Network.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
Number 12, Kalani.
So welcome back in, bottom of the second. Community with the 1-0 lead. And Kalani Allen, the right fielder, will step into the box. So again, Parson on the mound for Summertown. She was the young lady that we faced the other night. So you would think that we would have some familiarity with her, if I can get that word out. as she brings the pitch home. And that one's in there for a strike.
I mean, I think she's going to challenge us, which is good for us, but that pitch was right down the middle. She may have been getting a take there, but
So let's see what we get here on the 0-1. Allen is in the box. And Parson is set, and here's the pitch. And that one inside misses. And I could see how the fans off to our right would have thought that was a strike from their vantage point.
it's about 3 balls in off the plate.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, evens the count. The pitch from Parson. And that one misses way high.
All you can ask for is it's consistent. Doesn't matter if he's given a ball or 2 in or a ball and 2 out.
And
that's what you want.
And that is an excellent point. As long as he is steady with it, we'll be fine with it. Parsons set. And Allen fouls that one off. Trickles over here to the right of us. 2 balls, 2 strikes goes the count.
Summertown's brought a crowd tonight. They're down the first baseline. And
That is true. It is quite the contingency that has come over from Summertown. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch, and that is a little dribbler as it is going to go over for out number 1. So good job fielding it there by the third baseman, Izzy Garland.
I will say I do see some orange shirts, so we could have some Cascade folks here for if they're going to do award ceremony, after the game. I'm not sure.
Indeed. Yeah, if there's any orange, I'm going with your assessment there. So Prince for the first time up. She hits it over to Garland. Garland, the toss across the diamond. And quickly there's 2 down.
I meant to ask you, what do you think about my attire today? I wore it just for you.
Well, for those listening that are unaware, Mr. DeJan Felice is a Chicago Cubs fan, and I am a St. Louis Cardinals fan, but we get along just fine. He doesn't mind that we have 11 World Series championships.
I mean, and I was alive for 2 of them.
As Parson brings it home, and that one is in there for a strike against Alani Tate, sort of a half swing there, a little indecision from her. So she's in the box with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Vi Queens lead it 1-0. The pitch from Parson. And that one misses the mark. It was low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a pretty good pitch.
Didn't think the placement was bad. Like we mentioned the other night, if you're going to miss, you want to miss low.
Yes.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Parson is set, and the pitch. And a big swing and a miss, and that would have been ball 2.
I think that was a drop ball. It was a really nice pitch.
It was one of those that looked probably very appealing till it got right up to you. And then, like you said, the bottom dropped out of it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the second. Parson is set, and the pitch. And that one misses, evening the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Tate in the box. Parson having a little difficulty getting the sign from the dugout. She is finally set, and the delivery. Swung on, and that's going to go foul down the third base line. So good job there by Tate just to fight one off. Live for another day and get a pitch that you want to drive.
Absolutely.
So the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. And that one is fouled to the opposite side. As there goes a souvenir to the concession stand. So again, Tate battling at this at bat.
Parsons doing a good job working in and out, going back and forth with it. That way you don't get comfortable in the box and able to scoot up on top of it, just keeping you honest.
The 2-2. And that one misses inside as, again, the group dressed in blue wanted that one. So that will bring it to a full count situation. Tate has really battled in this one and has fought it back to a full count. Parson is set. Tate's in the box. The payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do it again.
You need this out of your 8-9 hitters, strong at bats, seeing a lot of pitches.
And you make an excellent point. It happened last night. We had Hayden Moore batting late in the lineup, and she really made Moreland from Forest work. And Tate's doing that tonight here with Parson. So another foul ball.
I mean, the more you do it, the more likely you are to get a pitch to hit. That pitcher's going to make a mistake.
Yeah, the physical part of it wears down as much as the mental part, and you make that mistake, and then Tate makes you pay 200-something feet.
Absolutely.
So let's see what we get here. Another full count pitch from Parson. And
That's
she
a
walks
great
her.
at-bat.
So a great at bat by Tate, who earns the walk.
Number 5, Brooklyn.
And that will bring up the first baseman, number 5, Brooklyn Yos. As she steps in the box, familiar with her from the basketball season. Tremendous young lady, and let's see if she can add to the cause tonight as the Vikings lead at 1-0. They have one runner aboard. Parson set, and the pitch. And that one is in there for a strike.
Her dad could hit. Now, it was slow pitch, but he could hit. He actually was a very good high school basketball and baseball player here.
Really?
In the late
Okay.
80s. He was
So
probably one of the best ones we had around.
got the genes. It's in the family.
Yes, sir.
As Yo's, again, excellent basketball player. If I'm not mistaken, and we could go back and look at the stats, someone can correct me, but I know for a while during the season she led in assists. So she was a great distributor.
Very unselfish.
The pitch from Parson swung on and is hit to second. The flip over to first is in time, and it retires the side. So we leave one stranded, and we will go to the top of the third. Vikings still lead at 1-0. You're listening to Community Softball on the Ball Network.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
Top of the third, Unionville, Tennessee District Championship Game 1. And the reason I stress that is because if Community can prevail in this one, we will have a second contest that will follow, I say immediately afterwards, but it'll be, I'm assuming, at least a 30-minute break in between, something to that effect. But there will be a Game 2 if the Purple and Gold can pull off the victory here in Game 1. As this is the district tournament, it is double elimination. Community coming into the contest with one loss. That was to Summertown a couple nights ago, 9-7. Summertown comes into the contest unblemished. But if they do take the 2 losses tonight, then you can give that crown to the ladies from Unionville. But first things first, we're here in the third, 1-0. Community leads. Pitch from Lassner, and that one is taken by Yos, who simply takes it to the bag. So that was a quick out there by Emily Abbott. We didn't even really get to announce her name.
Yo's made a great play there. She's playing up. Ball was hit hard, reacted, got one pitch, one out.
So we're back to the top of the order. May Rick, she popped out to center field her first time to the plate. as Ricks will get back in the box after taking that one pitch, and that one misses high as well. So now it's 2 balls, no strikes, as Ricks takes a long walk back towards the dugout. Gets in a couple of practice swings as Lassiter looks over and gets the sign, looks down at the wristband. She's set, and here's the pitch. Swung on, center field. Great grab! Yes, ma'am! Excellent job in center field by Tate. She has been one busy young lady tonight. That is 4 outs recorded by her.
What a play. Diving. We definitely have speed in the outfield. You can't teach
Indeed,
that.
with Tate and, of course, even one that's not out there defensively, but we know Moore has great speed. There are several young ladies here that have got a set of wheels. So 2 down here in the third as Olivia Woods steps to the plate for the second time tonight. She walked back in the first. She's facing a 0-1 count as that one maybe got away from Lassiter there and dribbled in the dirt. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
She's having trouble locating the change-up, which is not always a bad thing. You don't want to walk people, but you don't want them just getting up there sitting dead either.
So that one low and 2 balls, 1 strike as Woods finds herself ahead in the count. She's got a great eye at the plate. Again, she walked in the first, but she was also one of those that I'd looked and she had recorded a couple of full counts from the other night, as that one is going to go foul. So when you're drawing that many pitches, you're seeing the ball pretty well.
Absolutely. Ball wasn't fouled by much. It'd been nice to keep that fair and get the easy third out of the inning.
So Woods will come back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Lassiter. And that one low. Definitely not a bad pitch, keeping it low, seeing maybe if she'd chase something there. Does make it go to a full count.
Got to feel like she's going to come with her best here, probably a fastball.
So the payoff pitch, and that one misses the mark, and Woods is aboard for the second time this evening via the walk.
Now batting number 25, Izzy Garland.
So Woods is aboard at first, and they'll bring up Izzy Garland. She popped out to center field her first time to the plate. So Lassiter is set, and the pitch. Swung on, center field. And a great job there by Tate, who took a couple steps in. I thought maybe it was going to get over her head. She was able to sort of rebound there and take a couple steps back, stretches out, makes the catch.
A great play to end the inning, and that leaves Taylor on deck.
And a great point by you. She'll come back up. We'll see her in the fourth with nobody on. So we go to the bottom of the third. It's still a 1-0 lead. Purple and gold. You're listening to the Vi Queens playing softball on the Ball Network.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
Bottom of the third, 1-0 Community leads it over Summertown, and we are back to the top of the order. As Haskins will lead things off, she lined out to short her first time up. One thing I have to say for Haskins, and it was last night in the first at bat tonight, she hits the ball extremely hard.
For a slapper, I mean, she don't get cheated.
So if you get in the way of one of these, you better have some leather, because I mean she is really seeing it and crushing it. And again, you make a good point, the way she's hitting it as being a slap hitter here. So she has a 1-0 count. The pitch swung on, and that one is popped up, and it is handled by Summertown shortstop Brendalyn Stevens. She sort of got turned around a little bit, but corrected herself and made the grab.
Nice recovery.
So we've got one down, and that will bring up Cameron Farrell. She was able to get aboard with a single back in the first and then did come around to score the run. So Parson is set, and here's the pitch. And the rise ball misses way high.
Need to get her on here however we can get it. I'd like to have a runner on base with Maxie coming up.
That would be the ideal situation as Parson looks over to the dugout, now looks down at the wristband. Finally has the sign and the pitch. And that one's in there for a strike. So again, and you mentioned it earlier in the second inning, a great job of her mixing up the pitches thus far. So a 1-1 count here to Farrell. The pitch. And a swing and a miss, a little late on that one.
Been here in battle with 2 strikes.
So she's in the box. Parson is ready, and here's the delivery. And that one misses away and low. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So again, Parson taking her time, looking over, getting the signal, and then finally comes home with it. That one put into play, hit over to short. The throw is in time for out number 2. So the shortstop, Stevens, seeing quite a bit of action this inning as she has recorded both of the outs there.
Be interested to see if she walks her here or they go after with nobody on.
Let's see what they indeed do with Maddie Maxey. There's nobody aboard, so the worst that she could hurt you would be for 1. But she has not batted since 2023, or at least it seems that way. So I'm sure she's anxious to just swing at this point.
She's been on first base a lot, though.
That is true, and we will take a base runner anytime we can get it, as that one is inside. 1 ball, no strikes. So a lot of respect for the sophomore. Parson the pitch. And that one misses away. 2 balls, no strikes.
Be interesting to see if she challenges her. I know she's going to try to throw her something that, you know, she wants her to hit. I don't think they're going to throw.
I know exactly what you're saying. They're not going to try to give her much here. Well, they put that one over the plate, and she hits it between third and short. So a base knock into left, and Maxey is aboard. So a single for the sophomore, and that will bring up number 4, Gracie Daniel. Meanwhile, Moore will come and run for Maxey.
I would not be a bit surprised if she's gone first pitch.
And that is not a bad assumption. Moore with track star speed, and it is very difficult to punch her out. So we'll see if she's going on the first pitch or if they're a little more selective, as Daniel is in the box with 2 outs. The pitch from Parson. And that one is in there for a strike, so Parson finds herself ahead in the count. Daniel hit into the fielder's choice back in the first. So again, Moore standing at first. Parson is set, and the pitch. And that one, a strike, looked a little low, but she gets the call, and that puts Daniel in the hole 0-2.
Well, I mean, now you know what you've got to do with 2 strikes. You got to foul off anything close.
Do have to protect the plate here.
It's not a bad pitch, though. I mean, it was borderline, but it was not bad.
Yeah, in all honesty. I said it was low, but it was not a bad pitch, as that one is out of the zone. Moore goes, and they actually got her. That was an excellent job by Taylor, but even better was the pitch from Parson, because it sort of set things up. She came with a little bit of speed, came to the outside, gave Taylor a nice avenue to throw, and they actually gunned down Moore at second. So we have played 3 here in Unionville. You're listening to Viqueen Softball on the Ball Network.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
So top of the 4th, Viqueen still clinging to the slimmest of leads. It is 1-0 here in Unionville. As Sean, I think Lassiter has done quite the job here thus far.
We don't want to jinx her, but she's definitely kept them off balance. She's given them everything that, you can't do any better.
So Summertown starting off with Greenlee Taylor, the one that had the nice punch out defensively of Moore in the previous half inning, and she mashes that one as it goes into left field, and it is quickly in by Haskins. So Taylor is aboard, but we'll give her singles all night long compared to what she did the previous game.
Absolutely.
So the leadoff hitter is aboard, and that will bring up Reagan Stevens, the sophomore. She popped out to right field back in the second. And I imagine the stoppage was
Courtesy runner.
a courtesy runner, and I was trying to get my eyes on the number, but regardless, Taylor is not over there at first, but they do have a Lady Eagle standing there. And Stevens is in the box, and the pitch squared around a bunt, and that one fouled up and over out of play.
Not surprised by that at all. You want to get that runner in scoring position.
Yeah, not a bad idea at all to play a little small ball just to advance her, especially with no outs here in the 4th. So let's see what we get from Stevens here. Lassiter set, and the pitch swung on. Line drive, caught at second. The throw to first. Yes, man! Doubled her up.
Exactly what the doctor ordered there.
So the line out to second. So a good grab there by Webb. Flipped over to Yost to first. Doubled them up. And we've got 2 outs here with Bradburn to the plate. So Bradburn walked back in the second. And a big swing and a miss there. So Lassiter ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike.
Not even the same place we played at the other night. It's just the ball's not carrying the way it did. It's just a different feeling.
It truly is.
Nice change up there.
Everything feels different. The whole environment, the whole atmosphere, everybody, like you said, it seems like they're playing loose. So let's see what happens here. 2 down here in the 4th. Bradburn in the box and took something off of that one as it falls short. Takes the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. So a long walk back to the box for Bradburn. She's finally in, and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
You're not going to get hurt throwing drop balls if you can throw it for a strike or
That
have them swinging at it anyway.
excellent drop pitch there. So it evens the count. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. And that's a little nub shot. Dribbler goes foul. So Bradburn will come back. We'll do it again. Top of the 4th. Queens with the lead 1-0.
I'm thinking maybe a change up here.
And let's see what she gives Bradburn, as that one is fouled off, so she stays alive.
Good pitch. Hit the catcher, hit the umpire.
Almost a trifecta.
It was almost a trifecta.
So Bradburn will step back in there. Lassiter's set, and the delivery swung on, and again she fouls it off. So excellent at bat by Bradburn, definitely making Lassiter work. So after Taylor was able to get aboard with a single, and then the double up there action with Stevens, Bradburn has slowed this inning down, trying to make Lassiter work and to extend it. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Had her full. Well, apparently she got a piece of it.
Tipped it and dropped. That was a tough play, though, because that ball was dropping. It's hard to hold on to, for sure.
Very nice pitch as she took a lot off of that one. And Bradburn indeed looked like she was full, got just enough. The pitch, and that one.
She come off the rubber.
I was making sure I was looking down at the first base umpire there. So that will make the count go to 3 balls, 2 strikes. So a full count awaiting Bradburn. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, chopper to third, picked up by Farrell. The throw across the diamond is in time to retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down go the Lady Eagles. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0 Queens.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
Bottom of the 4th, and leading off for the Vi Queens will be Gracie Daniel. As last inning, Moore ended the inning trying to swipe second.
I'd do it again. If I
And
had her over there, I'd make her throw me out again.
And a heartbeat. I totally agree. It was just a great pitch again to the outside of the plate. Taylor was able to handle it and then fire it. Just had the perfect avenue to throw down, and everything just really worked out for Summertown in that situation.
Best. You got a college kid that's going to college to catch. You got a quick runner who's best on best.
And that one is slapped to center, and that's going to be up against the wall. Daniel rounding first, going to try for second. She's in there. A head first slide. So Daniel with the double. Great way to lead off the 4th. So a runner already in scoring position for Haley Webb.
You know, one of the things I've noticed about Gracie, I think she's hit 1 home run this year, but she hits line drive after line drive, and that's what you want. That means she's not getting under the ball. She just hits bullets.
Valid point. Hits it hard and just streamlined shots. And we'll take those the rest of the way. Parson the pitch, and Webb seeing the ball well, as that one is taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
I wouldn't be surprised with a bunt here. But also, she had a big hit the other night, so she's at second. A base hit would score.
And that is true. Let's see what we get here. The pitch swung on, hit to short. They check the runner, and errant throw. So Webb is safe at first. The run will come around and score. So Gracie Daniel turns that double into a run as Haley Webb reaches on the air and is able to advance to second. So Community with the 2-0 lead now here in the bottom of the fourth. Nobody out, and Kalani Allen at the plate. So Webb at second in scoring position. The pitch from Parson. And that one's in there for a strike. Parson just has to settle down, settle in a little bit. Don't let this inning get away from you if you're rooting for the team in royal blue.
Well, I'm not, so just keep throwing strikes and let us hit.
There you go. Allen in the box. The pitch swung on, and that one is foul as it heads over towards third base. So the Vikings have tacked on one here. They'd love to add more to it as Webb finds herself standing at second. Allen's in the box. Parson taking her time, getting the sign. She's finally set, and here's the pitch. And that one misses. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and apparently are, in my opinion, just throwing something outside to see maybe if she'd chase.
It's a good 0-2, you know.
Never hurts to see if the batter will help you out. Allen set, and the pitch. And a big swing and a miss for the first strikeout of the night for Parson.
Now batting, number 14, Annie.
So 1 down, and that'll bring up Prince, who grounded out to third, I believe, back in the second. She could do some damage here as Webb again standing at second base. Parson is set. And the throw home. That one low for ball 1.
Need something in the grass here. Get us another run. Can't have too many of them.
That is true. Swung on, popped
That ball
up,
is rocked.
and that one could be gone. It is a home run. And I just didn't know if she had quite enough, but she had me fooled as that one climbs over the wall. A 2-run blast by Annie Prince. So Webb will obviously score on that one. So a 2-run shot, and the score now 4-0 in favor of the home squad.
I don't think it matters if the wind was blowing in, out, straight up. It doesn't matter. That ball was just absolutely crushed.
So Prince gets it over the wall and adds more to the fire here as Parson is going to have to try to find a way to put this thing out. It is 4-0 with just 1 out here in the fourth. So Tate in the box. The 1-0. And that one in there for a strike, evens the count 1 apiece.
No, I was talking to Coach Farrell the other night, and he talks about, and I agree with him, you know, when you get somebody down, you've got to continue to attack and just try to knock them out.
Indeed, the killer instinct as that one is hit to short. Tate with good wills. The throw over is not in time as Tate was able to beat that one out for a single.
Number 5, Brooklyn.
Yeah, you make an excellent point. The old saying is if you got the boot on the neck, go ahead and, you know, finish them off. And
The shortstop had to hesitate to throw there because the third baseman was coming that way, and she kind of stepped in front of her a little bit, which gave us just enough time to get to first.
yeah, no fault of Stevens at all. Fielded it nicely. Just could not make the throw. And if you hesitate at all, Tate's going to get aboard, and that's indeed what happened. So 1 out with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Brooklyn Yos. And they throw back to first, and Tate does get back in time.
I would not at all be surprised here with a bunt because you get Annie up at the top of the lineup. Or Anna, I'm sorry.
Indeed, Anna Haskins, Cameron Farrell, and the bunch. Top of the order awaits the pitch, and you called it, but Yo's unfortunately bunted it up, and they're going to double up Tate at first, and that will end the threat. So they are able to put out the fire, but we've added a little insurance. It's 4-0 as we go to the top of the fifth. You're listening to Community Softball on the Ball Network.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
So top of the fifth, 4-0, as the Vikings were able to pick up 3 there in the bottom of the fourth. So Lassiter has to feel even better. She's done well up to this point, but now working with a little insurance that her teammates have provided, as I do believe it is Hutchins that is due up. And indeed it is the lefty Keegan Hutchins. So she'll lead things off here in the top of the fifth. 4-0, Community leads it. Again, if they can prevail in this one, we will play a game 2. As Lassiter brings it home, and that one hits the dirt before it arrives to the plate for ball 1. So Hutchins flied out to left back in the second inning, as she is back in the box. And here's the pitch. Swung on, a little slapper to second. Webb's got it. The toss over is in time. So a ground out there. One down, and that'll bring up the shortstop. Brendalyn Stevens has played pretty well defensively, and seeing if she can do something with the bat here in the fifth. Took some speed off of that one, and an illegal pitch called there.
Absolutely ridiculous. This kid's throwing change-ups, and she's barely coming off, and they've got kids crow-hopping, and there's no illegal with that. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
and I love Kenny.
It's definitely been a situation where Summertown is over there, I believe, chirping. So they're keeping it in the mind of the umpires tonight. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, and can anyone get to it? No, it falls into that Bermuda Triangle, into no man's land, if you will, between the center fielder, right fielder, and the second baseman. Webb didn't have a shot at it, neither did Allen or Tate. It was just placed very well, and Stevens is on with a single. So that will bring up the 9 batter, number 6, the center fielder, Emily Abbott. And that one in the dirt. So good job by Maddie Maxey defensively. Hasn't had to work too hard tonight, but keeps that one in front of her and keeps the runner at first. Stevens aboard, Abbott in the box, and the pitch. And one thing I will mention, Stevens better not veer away from first too much.
Matchy does not care one bit to throw.
The sophomore will throw in behind you, and you'll be sitting over on the pine pretty quickly. As Abbott's in the box, and there is the throw down to first, as that pitch did go for a strike. So Stevens back in there, as the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the fifth. Thought they had the sign, and then now looking a second glance at that wristband. Now Lassiter's going to bring it home. Swung on, it goes right back to her. She's going to take the lead runner at second. The throw to first. Did we get it? Yes, sir! A double play as it was hit back to Lassiter. She went ahead and decided to go for the lead runner, gets the out at second. Stevens didn't have a chance. Then they throw over to first and complete the double play. We have played 4.5. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-0 Good Gals.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
So welcome back into Unionville, Tennessee, bottom of the fifth, Community with a 4-0 lead. And here she is again. We're back to the top of the order as Haskins will lead it off. Would love to add a couple more as we go down the stretch. That one popped up by Haskins, and the catch is made by the second baseman. So Reagan Stevens easily able to get underneath that one.
Looked like a rise ball, and she's, it's hard to hit when you're slapping.
So
but she will warm up. I feel confident on that.
No doubt about that. As that will bring up Farrell. Had a ground out to short, and this one is hit to third. Garland, the throw over is in time, so quickly 2 down here in the fifth.
Now batting, number 28, Maddie.
So Maddie Maxey will make an appearance to the plate here with 2 down. As a quick little meeting in the circle by the infield. So Maxey actually was able to take a swing at it back in the third, reached on a single, and she finds herself here in the fifth with 2 down and takes the first pitch for a ball.
I'm surprised they're pitching to her. I mean, they're down 4.
Big swing and a miss, and that was a great fastball by Parson. It looks like, to me, the other night it seemed like her fastball was had a little more on it, but she definitely had something on that last pitch. Evens the count 1-1. The pitch to Maxey. Swung on, and that goes foul down the third base line. So 2 down here in the fifth. If Maxey can find her way on, we would see Grace Daniel again, who got the action going last inning, who started off with a double, and then it started to be a little bit of a landslide on Summertown as that ball is way out of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Parson on the rubber, has the sign, and the 2-2 to Maxey. And that one misses inside and low.
Kind of watch the right fielder here a little bit. She's going to move late. She's getting signs from the second baseman probably. Sitting here looking to see if I see that. Yeah, see how she's putting her hand behind her back.
Indeed, you are correct.
So it's probably going outside.
Full count, and that misses the mark. So Maxey is aboard. So she draws the walk, and that will bring up Gracie Daniel. Let's see. Figure Moore would go out there and run for her. So
Number 4.
Hayden Moore will make her way out to first. So let's see if we can add to the lead here with this little 2-out rally.
Another double would be fine.
I would take that all night long. Daniel, as Sean mentioned, doubled back in the fourth. That's what got everything going, and she finds herself back at the plate. That was to the backstop. Good jump there by Moore, and she swiped second standing up. So Moore standing at second. Meanwhile, Daniel with the 1-0 count. So a runner in scoring position. And let's see if Parson gives Daniel anything good here. The delivery home, and that one is a strike. Again, I think Parson has done a pretty good job of mixing it up.
She has. She pitched well the other night, considering the conditions. I felt like Annie pitched well the other night.
That is true. That was tough on both pitchers. As Parson brings that one home, and that one is way inside and low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I like how she works in and out. She's not going to let you get on top of the plate. She's going to make you stay where you're supposed to be at and guess.
Yeah, it's literally, she does use every inch of the zone for sure. As she has gone inside, outside, now she's gone high to Daniel. So you see it all in one at bat when you're facing Parson. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Moore standing at second. Parson set, and here's the delivery. And that one's in there, strike 3.
That's just 2 strikes, I think.
So my apologies.
I was looking myself.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, it goes right back to the pitcher, deflects off of her, picked up by Stevens at short, can't get it in time, and runners at the corners. So I'm not sure how some would score it at home, but I'd give her a single. That was a hot shot back to the pitcher.
It's definitely a single. I mean, the only thing that stopped us from scoring a run was her hitting it.
Indeed, that would have been a line shot in the center. Moore would have scored easily. So at least Parson able to help out her own cause and knocks it down, deflects it over to Stevens, just did not have enough time to make the play. So runners at the corners, and the dribbler is going to go down the third base line, but it does go foul.
Going back to talking about going in and out, you know, you got to keep your hands in on the inside pitch, and sometimes we extend, and that's why you're seeing a lot of these balls get dribbled off the handle.
And the runner had a good lead there as that one is popped up into center. So the big lead will not matter. So that does retire the side. We go to the top of the 6th. It's 4-0 by Queens.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
Welcome back in. We are, I was about to say at Community High School, technically at Community Middle School, where the softball field is located. And we're happy to say we're here in the 6th with the Vi-Queens leading 4-0. So Lassiter has done well tonight. And let's see if she can take us the rest of the way home, as Summertown has the top of the order back up here in the 6th. They'll lead it off with the right fielder, May Ricks. She's not made us pay tonight. She had a pop out to center back in the 1st, and she did it again in the 3rd. So 0 for 2 tonight. took some off of that one, and she made me eat my words as she puts that one between Brooklyn, Yos, and Webb. So that one goes into right field, so she's aboard for the first time tonight. So that will bring up Woods, and she has seen the ball well. She has walked both times at the plate. The pitch from Lassiter swung on, and I am just glad that Izzy Garland had her head on a swivel because she is on deck, and that thing was on a beeline for her helmet.
And there was nowhere to go. I mean,
except for down. So luckily that did not tag her. So just a harmless foul ball. And that was a nice pitch there by Lassiter. So has Woods in the hole 0-2. So Rick's aboard at first. Lassiter's set and the pitch. Could not get Woods to chase it as that one rised up in the zone and goes for the first ball.
Not a bad 0-2 there.
Yeah,
Like
not
another double play if you don't mind. Can you?
Well, if you can make that magic work, we'll take it. The pitch, and that one is fouled down the right field line, goes out of play. Nice little grab by a Summertown fan, I'm assuming, over there. So again, a runner at first, that being May Ricks. Olivia Woods, a 1-2 count. The pitch. Took some off of it, and that one is going to get over the head of Webb. And unfortunately, it was not played well in right. So it gets past Allen, and that will result in runners at second and third. So Woods, a single and an error. So she reaches second. Ricks is all the way over to third, and Lassiter finds herself in her first critical situation of the afternoon. So let's see how she responds along with the rest of the team. Runners at second and third. Community with the 4-0 lead, but Summertown threatening. Garland steps up and slaps out. What a play! A line drive shot that was destined for left field, and Farrell just throws the glove up and makes it look like it's a routine catch. A hard line out by Garland.
I got a feeling that this kid's fixing to be walked.
So with two aboard, I cannot imagine you would give anything to Taylor. So let's see what Coach Cam decides to do here. A critical situation, runners at second and third, and this young lady made us pay dearly the other night. In fact, she loved it so much she made us pay twice. So Taylor, the big bat, steps into the box. And the pitch from Lassiter. Swung on and a hot shot. That's going to get into center field. One run will score, and what an arm as that one is in quickly. So Alana Tate said, I don't think so. You're not going to get two. So runners at the corner, just a hard hit ball there by Taylor. Ricks does score. And the score now 4-1 as Summertown gets on the board. So Woods over to third. Garland at first, runners at the corners. And took some off of that one. Great pitch. That's popped up to short.
A nice pitch.
And easy catch made there by Gracie Daniel. So Stevens pops up, and that will be out number 2.
She got her out in front of a changeup and got exactly what she needed. I've been impressed with that.
So excellent job thus far as Bradburn steps to the plate. And a tremendous job there by Maddie Maxey to frame the pitch. I think she glances back at the home plate umpire just asking where that one was. So 1 ball, no strikes, 4-1 the score, but Summertown with runners at the corners. And I do not want to jinx anything, but Bradburn was the one that had the 3-run dinger 2 nights ago. Let's make her pay tonight. 2 balls, no strike, the pitch. And that one is high for ball 3.
If there was a batter's box right now, she would be out of the batter's box without a doubt. She is way out in front, trying to stay back as long as she can on change-ups.
And for those of you at home, obviously you cannot see it, but the white lines are totally out of the question, cannot be seen. 3 balls, 1 strike that was a good pitch there just to get back into the count, but the chalk has been obliterated at this point. So we're here in the 6th, 4-1 to 3-1. And that is in there for a strike. Bradburn not happy with that one, looked back at the blue and thought maybe she was aboard with a walk. Thought the pitch may have went low, but Lassiter gets the call. So a full count to Bradburn, the payoff pitch. And that one fouled off. We'll do it again. So 2 runners were able to get aboard to start the 6th here, and Lassiter has worked her way through some troubled waters. 2 outs. Bradburn, the full count, swung on, fouls it off. So Bradburn battling, has runners at the corners.
Runner at first will be going the 2 outs. So you're likely to play in the infield ground balls at first base.
The 3-2 swung on, simply popped it up, and Daniel is under it to put out the fire.
That was huge. I'm really impressed with the fact that she got herself in a ton of trouble there. Not really self-inflicted. They just hit the ball, and she worked her way out of it. That's very impressive.
Yeah, great effort by the sophomore. Again, the leadoff hitter along with Woods were able to get aboard, and she just kept her composure, worked her way through it. We finally get the 3 outs. They do pick up 1, but the damage was controlled. We go to the bottom of the 6th. That's 4-1. Vikings, you're listening to Community Softball on the Ball Network.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
Victoria.
So Victoria Wells will take a crack at it here at the plate as she will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th. Community with the 3-run lead as Summertown was able to get on the board back in the top of the 6th. So Wells making a plate appearance, and they're having to take a quick stoppage just to update the record. So the umpires have everything recorded, and now we're set for play. So Parson, the pitch, and that one in there low for ball 1. As Parson set for the second one, and that one fouled off. So due up would be Brooklyn Yos, the first baseman. So Parson is set, and here's the pitch, and that one out of the zone. So 2 balls, 1 strike. So Victoria Wells, the junior, getting a crack at it. Seeing if we can get the lead hitter on as Parson brings it home and swung on. That one a little late, but fouls that one off down the first base line.
It'd be nice to get her on with Prince coming up because I don't think the ball that she hit her last time up has landed yet.
Indeed. My apologies. I glanced over it. Prince is due up. As I was looking further down my depth chart there, so my apologies on that. That's why you're here. As that pitch missed somehow, we'll take
I'm here
it.
because I'm cheap labor.
3 balls, 2 strikes. You do a excellent job, and we appreciate you tagging along as the full count pitch comes to the plate, and that is called strike 3.
I mean, that's too good. That's too good.
Number 14, Andy.
Yeah, you make a good point. That was just too close to take. So that will bring up Prince with 1 down. And Parson coming with a little bit of speed there. Gets it in there.
Up and in a little.
No balls, 1 strike. Or excuse me, that went for a ball. My apologies. As Parson brings it home. And quickly ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Prince with a plate appearance and the pitch. So a 3-0 count, and what do you do here?
I mean, I think you got to take on a 3-0, but
And I would have to agree with that. Get you a base runner on. And let's see what we get here as the pitch comes from Parson. And that one misses. So
I think that
4
was an
straight
intentional
pitches.
miss. I mean, I don't think they had any intentions of throwing there.
And I would have to agree with that as well. There's no sense in giving her something that she was going to be able to crush there if she was indeed given the green light. We don't know, but so they will have Taylor Harris, I believe, is the one coming in to run for Annie Prince. So Harris aboard at first, and Alana Tate at the plate. As again, we have a stoppage in play, just having to notate the runner there at first in place of Prince. So again, Harris is aboard. Tate's in the box. Parson looking over to the dugout, trying to get the signal. Looks down at the wristband. Now she'll get a clump of dirt. Shakes it off, and she's set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is caught it short. So Stevens makes the play.
Now batting.
And that will be out number 2.
Brooklyn.
So now Brooklyn Yos will come up. And
Taylor did a good job at first, not running. I mean, that ball, it wasn't hit hard, but she, I've seen kids take off on that, especially when she's a freshman. I've seen that happen before, so nice job.
So good point there. Runner at first. Yos in the box, the pitch. And that in there for a strike. So Parson just trying to do control damage. You do not want to let the purple and gold add any here in the 6th. You want to keep it 4-1 to give your teammates a chance. The pitch from Parson. And that one misses the zone, evens the count 1 apiece. So 2 down. Yo's in the box. Runner at first is Harris, who is running for Prince. And the delivery home, swing and a miss. So Yo's behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Parson ready to deal, and the delivery. And that one misses the mark. Good eye by Brooklyn Yos. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, 4-1. We'd love to add a little bit before Summertown takes their last 3 stabs at it. The pitch to Yost. Swung on and is put into play. Over to Stevens. Stevens throws to first, and it's in time. So that does retire the side. We go to the top of the 7th. Last chance for those Summertown Lady Eagles. You're listening to Community Softball on the Ball Network.
Are you looking for a powerful way to promote your business and support local student athletes? The Ball Network is now seeking sponsors for the 2026 football season. With live broadcasts and social media exposure, your business can reach hundreds of passionate fans across our community.
Back to pass, looking, being pressured, and he is sacked! All the way down inside the 30.
From the regular season to playoff action, we keep eyes on your brand all season long. Join us in supporting your local team while growing your business. Sponsorship spots are limited, so don't wait. Message the Ball Network today to get started.
So we go to the top of the 7th. It is the last chance for the ladies in black and blue. As Lassiter has pitched to Dandy, she has left them black and blue as she has done a great job, and Summertown a little worse for the wear. Let's see what happens here in the 7th if she can go all 7 and complete this thing. As the Vi-Queens lead it 4-1. And leading it off for Summertown will be the lefty, number 23, Keegan Hutchins. So Hutchins grounded out to second back in the 5th.
See if we can finish the deal here.
That would be tremendous. What an outing by Riley Lassiter, as she is here in the 7th and only needs 3 more outs. The pitch. And if we were in hockey, that was through the 5-hole, but nobody on, so it does not matter. So that one gets away, goes to the backstop. 2 balls, no strikes. As again, there was one that could have been fielded by Sean to my right.
That would have never happened.
We obviously, those that cannot do, sit here and talk about it. So we enjoy being able to sit back and give you the call of the game, because if it was up to us to grab some gloves, it's been a minute. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch, and that one apparently missed the mark.
Another illegal pitch as well.
So Hutchins aboard. Wouldn't have mattered one way or the other. So a runner on for Brendalyn Stevens, the shortstop. She's been busy defensively, has played pretty well out in the field. She did get a single back in the 5th and hits that one deep to right field, and it is off the wall as Allen will quickly try to get this one in. So runners at second and third as Hutchins goes all the way around to third. Brendalyn able to stretch it out into a double. I didn't know if the park was going to hold it.
Yeah, it was hit well.
So this inning starts out just like it did back in the 6th. The first 2 batters get on, but then Lassiter was able to calm things down and get out of the jam. She's going to have to do it once more as we're here in the top of the 7th, 4-1 the score, and Abbott to the plate. The pitch, and that one misses high. So the tying run at the plate as Hutchins stands at third, Stevens at second. The center fielder, Emily Abbott, in the box. Hit to short. Daniel checks the runner. Throw to first is in time, and that is why she is so good, because the first thing she did, she fielded the ball, which obviously first things first, checked the runner at third, got the out at first. Just an excellent job.
You probably give up the run there for the out.
Oh, you would, yes, sir. but to not have to give it up, tremendous.
Absolutely.
As that first pitch goes to Ricks for a ball. So one down here in the top of the 7th.
We still got the first base coach whining about illegal pitch.
And he's going to moan and groan about that all night long. We'll see it in the second game as well, I'm assuming. As Lassiter pitches that one, it goes high. So again, to recap, Hutchins over at third, Stevens at second, and a 2-0 count facing May Ricks. And then you would come around to Woods, Garland, and Taylor, and I would prefer not to see some of those names. Swung on. Daniel, what a play. Scoops it up, throws to first. It's in time. The run does score, but more importantly, we get the second out of the inning. So Hutchins comes in to score. Ricks is aboard with the fielder's choice. Or excuse me, the out at first as Stevens moves over to third. So let me correct myself. So a runner at third and Woods to the plate. More importantly, it is 4-2. So the tying run still in the box.
Take another ground ball here.
I'd love to have another one hit to Daniel, and we'll call it a night until we play the second one. Woods takes that one for a strike. Good job by Lassiter, evens the count at 1 apiece. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Summertown trying to rally, trailing 4-2, runner at third. Woods in the box, the pitch from Lassiter. And that one misses away and in the dirt.
Got to challenge the kid. Gotta
2
come at
balls, 1 strike, and I indeed agree with you. Got a challenger, the pitch, and that one missed. Just low enough, makes it 3 balls, 1 strike.
Come on, Ryan, you got it, kid. Let's go.
So you have to go after as Garland and Taylor, very dangerous, and that one's in there for a strike. Great pitch.
Come on, Ryan, you got it, Ryan. Let's go, Ryan.
So a runner at third, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Woods in the box, the pitch from Lassiter. Swung on, fouls it off, and stays alive. As that one tried to head over to the Summertown dugout. And Garland was able to dodge a bullet the first time, or last time that Woods was up, almost got her again. So she's back in the box. Again, the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit to second. Webb, the throw. Yes, sir! And that's a winner. Final score here in game 1. Community wins it 4-2. And we will prepare you for the nightcap as we will have a second game winner take all. Mr. Sean DeJan-Felice, anything you want to add to this broadcast before we sign off and get ready for the second one?
I think the biggest thing you could add to it is, you know, Riley Lassiter went out there and threw the game of her life. A sophomore, you know, unbelievable job. I think she deserves a ton of credit. Kept them in the game. They got the hits they needed when they needed them. So we'll go to a winner-take-all here.
There you go. Got just enough hitting. And, again, you cannot say enough about the sophomore. Lassiter came in and just pitched fantastic, a beauty when they needed it the most. So, again, the final score, Community wins it 4-2. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. I would say we thank you for your time this time until next time, but next time is coming right up, so be sure to join us. We'll have another stream coming up. We'll take a quick break. We'll gather our thoughts, and we will be back with a winner-take-all, Game 2. Again, your final score, Community 4, Summertown 2. You've been listening